Hey, how's it going, Anthopants? We are on day 108 of the Blaze No Death Mania Challenge. So back on it, we took a day off, we played some... how's it going? Thank you for the good luck. Day 108 here. Yeah, we took a day off yesterday to play some Marvel Cosmic Invasion. Did some of that. It was actually pretty fun. I actually think it's a pretty good game. Stradivarius, how's it going? Good to see you. Oh. Yeah, did some 8 practice today. Got through elevator. After about, I think I ran about like 4 or 5 attempts and got through the Mr. X fight. And it feels like, oh, you broke it. Yeah, you broke your 30th stream streak in a row on Saturday. Nice. Well, I'm proud of you for breaking it there, Stradivarius. So, Twitch might not be proud of you, but I am. I think it's okay. I also broke my stream streak too, so where I was just every time I streamed I was streaming Blaze, and last time I streamed Cosmic Invasion, so we're all breaking stuff around here, it's fine. Let's go into Zetsu, yeah. Yeah, we're back on the streets. Oh. But yeah, 8 went pretty good. I do feel like I'm getting like a good kind of strat for the Mr. X fight on really just positioning, which is like crazy. You gotta kind of have crazy positioning for that Mr. X fight. You don't want to be too far back, you don't want to be too close. You kind of want to be in this like sweet spot where, you know, while he's coming up from outside of the screen, you're going to be able to hit him. But yeah, it's just one of those things, you know. And then after I did that, since I got that done pretty quickly, did a little bit of 7 as well. Oops. So did a little practice on 7. Did some where I started it from the Jets. Was just messing around with it a little bit, messing around with the like sword section on the kickboxers, and yeah, it's crazy how hard that 7 elevator is. AB Killen, how's it going? Thank you for the good luck. If you were there yesterday, what do you mean? I'm not sure I even understand what's going on, Stradivarius. But I was streaming yesterday. Yeah, I was streaming yesterday, just wasn't streaming Streets of Rage 2. Which Twitch doesn't know that. Uh-oh. Yeah. I don't know, the day streak thing kind of creeps me out a little bit. Mm-hmm. Soch King, thank you for the 108 bits. In honor of the 108th day of the blaze. No death attempts. Oh my gosh. As I die here on stage 1. Flip them around. McQuitz, thank you for the 8 bits. How's it going? Hope everyone's doing good. Yeah. Yeah, Blaze is gonna be mad at how much fun I was having with She-Hulk. Yeah. She-Hulk was pretty good. I gotta give it to her. I don't think, I think survivability-wise, for me, tops was Silver Surfer and Captain America. I seem to be able to survive, like, the best with them. And it's easy with Silver Surfer to get, like, his like, kind of super special, recharged. But yeah, I can definitely see people just like flying through the game with someone like She-Hulk, because she does good damage. Oh. You just died on the 7 jet section. Yeah, it ruined your no death skate. You know, no death skate on New Era? Yeah. I wonder if anyone's gonna do you think anyone's gonna try and do like a Mega Mania no death, or is it just not possible? It's day 108. How's it going, Flower? Yeah. Oh, I'm wondering if someone's gonna do attempt a Mega Mania no death. You know, or if it's just like impossible to even try it. Flower Fairy Fox, thank you for the 108 bits in honor of the 108th day of streaming. Biter. Oh my gosh, that's such an old school saying. Do people still use biter? It's so good though. It makes no sense. I don't know where that came from. Like, why biting? Why is biting like the thing where you're copying? Oh gosh, it was truly the greatest generation. We said things like psych and biter. You're the generation that invented slime. You know, all the good stuff in the world. Or quit, so thank you for the 1234. In honor of my luggage combination? What? What? Oh my gosh, dude. Now if I ever see you with luggage, I know how to get into your bags. And you do not want me in your bags. Hey, where'd all my toothpaste go? Dang it, Anthopants. I have no fears, yes. Oh. I'm afraid to ask people how the stream went yesterday. For those of you who were hanging out yesterday, how was the stream? Are people still... Oh jeez. It's a joke from Spaceballs. Oh. That's a good joke, yeah. I like the part in Spaceballs where they're watching Spaceballs. I like that part. And then they're showing the guy, like, they go into ludicrous speed and like fast motion and he flies into the console. Yeah, Spaceballs has got some great stuff in it. They need to make another one. I heard they were trying to make another one, but I just never know if it's actually going to happen or not, because I feel like they've been trying to make a Spaceballs 2 for like, 30 years now. Was it 10 frames per second like the whole time? Seeing this is like stuff, yeah, if I ever do it again. Because I'm like using a wholly different setup when I'm actually streaming on PC as opposed to like, my video game console. Yeah. So King's niece is bullying him? I don't even know what to do about that. So King, yeah. How's it going, Mystic Panda? It was fine, but not good. Yeah, see, that's a problem. That's a problem. Yeah, I'll put you in a home. That's not too bad. Without manga or internet. Oh my gosh, with no One Piece. You can't watch One Piece when you're in this home. Yeah, I'm my own best friend. Oh my gosh. Oh, John Candy, man, don't even. Every once in a while I get like emotional when I think of John Candy. He had some good stuff. He had some really good stuff. I love Uncle Buck. I watch Uncle Buck like once a year. And I watch Planes, Trains, and Automobiles usually before like Thanksgiving. I'll try and watch it. I watched it this year. I watched it last year. Oh, the movie, yeah. I watched, so I watched Upgrade in the morning because I actually got up pretty early and had time to watch it. So I was like, alright, I'll do Upgrade in the morning. So I watched Upgrade in the morning and I really liked it. I thought it was good. Really fun movie. Everyone wins at the end, too. That's the way I felt about it. Everyone wins at the end. And then at night, I watched the Everything, Anything, Everywhere, All at Once. I watched that one. And that one it's good. I would probably like suggest it to people. I found it a little annoying to watch, but that's just me. And I'm not a huge fan of like that style of humor, I guess. Where it's just like they're just doing like kind of ridiculous stuff. And it's not like Kevin and Perry go large ridiculous, you know? It's a different style of ridiculous. It feels very like Marvel. It felt like a Marvel movie to me. John Candy was a Canadian treasure, yeah, agreed. I like the Home Alone story where like I think he did Home Alone for free. Just like as a solid to John Hughes, and they ended up, he ended up working like a 24-hour day or something like that. Yeah, I appreciate the 6-year-old humor of Kevin and Perry Go Large, because I feel like what they're doing is they're making fun of that, what it's like to be a teenager. Like Kevin and Perry Go Large is, if someone was like, what does it feel like to be like a teenage boy? That's the movie I would show them. Like, it feels like this. Like, this is what it is. It's like a mix of like crippling insecurity and bravado and just not being in control of yourself at all. That's exactly what it is. But yeah, I don't know. Can I spoil everything everywhere all at once, or are people gonna get mad? Because I feel like I have questions to ask about it. More Marvel in the future. Yeah, But yeah, Everything Everywhere All at Once did feel like a Marvel film to me. Like the humor felt like a Marvel film. The sort of style and like how it looked and the fighting and like a lot of that stuff felt like that to me, where I was like, just don't spoil Kevin and Perry for everyone, okay? Yeah, Turbo Nixer, yeah. I'm not gonna spoil it. Have you seen it yet, Turbo Nixer? Have you seen Kevin and Perry Go Large? If you haven't seen it, you gotta watch it, and I hope you have a one of those senses of humor where you can watch something really silly and have a good time with it. Where can you watch Kevin Perry Go Large? I don't know. I just found it online somewhere and watched it. I don't remember if I found it somewhere legitimate or not. I don't remember. I'll usually go legitimate and look for stuff, and then if I can't find it, I'll be like, I'm just gonna try and find this and see if I can just type it into Google and see if it's on somewhere. Do I know how to pirate films? No. Not anymore. I used to when I was younger and it wasn't like a thing, you know? When like no one was really doing it. Even like like it was like illegal, you know? I used to know how to do it. But now I don't really, I mean, I could figure it out if I had to, but it's not something I do anymore. Now I'll just stream stuff. I just stream everything. And then I'll just be like, alright, like, Yeah. Is it on Tubi? It's not on Tubi. Okay. Is it on this? Oh, it's not on this. Alright. I'll just look for stuff like that. See where it's streaming, and then if it's not, I'll just Google it. I'll just type it into Google, like, full movie. And sometimes it's just there on some weird site that, you know, I wouldn't advise anyone to go on. How's it going, Jen? Yeah. Yeah, I played Cosmic Invasion yesterday. It was a terrible stream according to everybody. Yeah, back in the Napster days. Yeah, there was a time when, like, Napster existed and you could just find any song on it. And terrible job. I did like it, yes. I did like it. Yeah, I think Marvel Cosmic Invasion is actually pretty good. Lots of character choices. I don't know how, like... It's tough to know how in-depth it is, though. I don't think it's, you know... It's more like Shredder's Revenge. Like, if you liked Shredder's Revenge, you're probably going to like it. It feels a little bit more like that. I think I liked it a little bit more than Shredder's Revenge, though. Eee. Oh. Nope. Good. Yeah, did you play it, Dan? I mean, I'm assuming you played the demo, but... Shredder's Revenge was a mediocre effort. I thought Shredder's Revenge was pretty good, Quitzel. I feel like if you like Turtles games, Shredder's Revenge feels like a Turtles game, you know. It might not be your favorite Turtles game, but it did feel like they made a Ninja Turtles game. But if you didn't like Shredder's Revenge, I don't think I'd suggest it to you. Cosmic Invasion. I don't think you'd like it. You probably wouldn't like it. Because it plays pretty similar. I think there might be a little bit more variety in Cosmic Invasion. Yeah, I don't know. But for me, it's just kind of like... It's also fun just playing as all the little Marvel characters, too. Especially weird fake Thor guy. That guy's a lot of fun to play with, but I was like, why not go with the real Thor? But I don't think they could go with... No, they went with Iron Man. I was like, why didn't they actually choose Thor in it? And I still can't figure it out. And at first I was thinking, like, maybe it was just all the Sony, all the ones that Sony owns. Like, Sony's got the rights to, like, Spider-Man and Venom and, you know... I don't know who has the rights to She-Hulk. But anyway, but then Iron Man kind of like throws a wrench in it because I don't think Sony has the rights to Iron Man or Captain America. You hate juggling. Okay. Do you also hate Streets of Rage 4, McQuitzel? Matty Wolf, how's it going? Why can't we get any good DC stuff? Yeah, because DC tried following Marvel's lead without actually following Marvel's lead. That's why. DC was like, oh, people want to see an Avengers movie? We'll make our own Avengers movie. And I was like, no, you got to build up to it first, guys. Oh my gosh, no! You know, and they just went ahead and did their own thing. I have to actually pay attention to how not great I'm playing right now, because I do want full health for elevator. The royal we. Yeah. You know, the dude. I mean, you're Mr. Lebowski. I'm the dude. You're getting hit. Yeah. Pay attention. Stop playing bad. Never. I'll never stop playing bad. Oh, you're not facing the right way. Okay, just don't tell anybody. But yeah, really what they should do is they should just make a Streets of Rage 2.5 where they just give us a bunch of new levels, you know? New levels. Make a whole new like campaign for Streets of Rage 2. I would love that. Throw in like, you know, 4 new characters so we can have like 8 characters. That'd be cool too. Yeah, you don't hate Streets 4. You just wish there wasn't so much emphasis on juggling. Yeah. Well, Streets 4 is basically all about juggling. It's a very, very juggle-based game. Okay. Let's try and get it done here. Oh. Uh-huh. Oh yeah, the 4 new characters. Laser. Taser. Blazer. Well, we got that done. Alright, now we just gotta get through 5 and 6. Kind of tell by like the 3rd or 4th wave if I'm gonna survive the elevator. I mean, when I get to the last wave, if I have like full health, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna survive it. But no, I almost can never tell. There's even been times where I've had like a quarter health going into the last wave and I pulled it off, and I was like, "There's no way I'm gonna be able to do this," but I'm gonna just go for it. Yeah, it's. Four elevator for Blaze is a bit of a nightmare. Turbo, have you gone back to no deathing with Axel? Has that happened? You can usually tell pretty early. RNG patterns, yeah. I don't feel like I ever get the same setup on the last wave. Like it's, she just can't maintain the guys very well. So it's just all over the place. That last wave is really just like a free-for-all every single time I play it. You're kidding, Barbin. You only finished all your flights yesterday, now you need to get some gear. So you're done moving? Is that what happened? You ended up moving. Six engagements, 0 marriages? What are we talking about, Stradivarius? Is that you? You got 6 engagements and 0 marriages? My gosh, you're in the sea right now? What are you, hanging out with Aquaman? Oh my gosh, you're gonna become a Seahawks fan? What was oh, that was Portlandia. uh, is that what Seattle's like? Is Seattle like Portlandia? Seattle gets a little weird, yeah. Well, you know. C equals Southeast Asia. You don't know. I've seen things. Yeah. Oh man, I don't know. I think West Coast is the better coast. Just gonna say, you know, I'm not biased. Just because I am West Coast, that doesn't make me biased. Okay, I can be both biased and correct at the same time. Yeah, just saying, you know. I just, you know, personally I preferred Tupac over Biggie, okay? That's all I'm gonna say. I don't want to, like, bring up any old rivalries or anything like that. I'm just saying Tupac was better. That's all. That's all. Alright, we gotta get through 6. Oh. Hmm. Okay. Mm-mm. Oh no. That's not good. Trying not to get hit. I'm making this way more difficult on myself. Oh no. Don't do it. One, two, three. You're kidding. No. Oh no. Yeah. How's it going, Mr. Demonic? Ah, terrible. All because I took little guy hits. Yeah, you, Anyway, that's why you don't want to dodge. Just so everyone's aware. If you dodge and mess it up, you'll dodge the knee, but then you gotta be really quick to grab the guy. And if you don't, he can grab you. And then you're gonna end up losing more health than if you just took the hit in the first place. Which is why I don't, like, typically dodge if I have the health. Not to dodge, I only dodge when I don't have the health. How's it going, McLeod? Good. It's nothing like losing on 6. You get all the way to 6, and then you lose. It wasn't even the ninjas, you know? It just was the little guys. Just taking little cheap shots on me. Are we going to 7 tonight? I hope so. You never know, though. That's the thing. It's not like doing a no death 1 through 6 is really difficult. It's a really, really difficult thing to do. We're just all spoiled because I end up doing it quite a bit. But it's not easy to do. Once again, an accidental, But yeah, that dude in the movie Upgrade is totally a poor man's Tom Hardy. He looks so much like Tom Hardy, it's crazy. And like, when people were saying like, oh, it's a poor man's Tom Hardy, I was guessing that it was that guy from that Spider-Man movie. The Tom Holland Spider-Man movie. He's like the Thrasher or something like that, the Basher. He's the guy who puts on like he's the guy who's calling himself the Basher or something like that, has that like powered like fist punch thing. You saw this one guy get to 7 no death 3 times. You talking about me? Am I the guy? That sounds like me. I don't know, Alex, if I'll do like a no-death Marvel run. I'd like to run it again at some point. You know, maybe I'll like do a thing where like one day out of the week I don't play Streets of Rage 2 and I play something else. You know, because if this Blaze keeps going, I'm gonna have to actually start doing that because you will go crazy. But yeah, I would like to like throw it on and have like another run at it. But it's kind of like a longer game though. So it took me, I mean it was my first time playing it, but it did take me like, you know, around a little over 3 hours to beat it. But I did have a couple of resets. But I don't think, there wasn't any stage that I didn't get through after my second try. And there was probably only like 2 or 3 stages that like I actually had to retry. So I did pretty good on it, I think. Is he him? Yeah. A true goat. Yeah, a true Antho is an actual goat. Yeah. I'm a smelly, stubborn animal. That's what everyone's calling me when they call me a goat. Mm-hmm. Hmm? Yee. Oh no. Yeah, I think Iron Man might have been the my least favorite character in the whole game. In Cosmic Invasion, he just doesn't. Yeah, he just didn't seem like super great to me. Uh-oh. Thanks, Paul Knives. Yeah. Hopefully we'll do good. We're on attempt number 2 of the night. Attempt 1 failed at the kickboxers on the beach of 6, so... we got that going for us. So hopefully we can get through it. Rec 7. Yeah, Turbo Nixter's the real GOAT, yeah. Yeah, maybe Turbo Nixter's like playing, you know, remotely. It's like that Raccoon Tooie thing, you know, from Everywhere. Everything Everywhere All at Once. It's like that. You know, Turbo Nixter's actually just like hiding inside of my hair, and he's the one playing right now. And then when he goes on stream, he just puts the camera real close so he looks like a normal sized person, but he's not. They're on to me, yeah. He's just, yeah. Man, whoever came up with that Ratatouille idea was just an absolute genius. How do you even come up with an idea like that? You know? What if there's a rat and it wants to be a chef? And hear me out. But obviously it can't be a chef because it's a rat. So instead what it does is it hides under the chef's hat and it controls the chef. How? It pulls on his hair. That's how. It just pulls on his hair, and when he pulls on his hair, it's moving. Like the guy's hair is attached to his brain or something. And that's what moves him. Are Mach and Bomber brother? I don't know. Has anyone ever wondered what Mr. X's first name is? Like, does he go by Mr. X because it's just a mundane first name? Like, it's Steve X, you know? He's Tom X. Mr. His first name is Mr. Obviously. First name Mr. Middle name period. Last name X. I don't know how I missed that one. Michael Reginald Xavier X. Yes, Mr. X. The M and the R actually stand for that. Not bad. His name is Mr. Period. Like, not the period, the word period. And he just shortens it with the period. Because he's a funny guy. Oh, I think we can do. Oh, jeez. Missy. Misdemeanor. Misdemeanor X. Yeah. Oh. Maybe his first name mixed with the last name is just something that's like embarrassing. Like his first name's like Te, you know? And then like you put it together and he's Tex, you know? So he's like, ah, forget that. I'll just go by Mr. from now on. Yeah, he's tired of the Charlie Brown Baldy jokes. He's yes, he's Charles. He's Charles Xavier. There's a missed opportunity in Cosmic Invasion. They could have had you play as Professor X, you know. The only thing is that they do have pits in that game. in that game, and people will probably be pretty mad that Mr. X can't make it over the pits. He just wheels straight into the pit. And someone would be like, we gotta give him like some kind of a jump or like a flying wheelchair or something like that. No, no, no. No, no, no. We're keeping this legit authentic. Okay. You think he has a flying wheelchair? Yeah, probably. They put a water level in there. It's just. I can't believe. It's really one of the coolest things about Final Fight is at the end bosses, a guy in a wheelchair. That's the best thing about beat 'em ups. No water levels. Unless there's a beat 'em up that has a water level. Oh, what? Yeah, I mean, doesn't Turtles in Time have, maybe it's not Turtles in Time. One of the Turtles games I thought had, like, a surfing level. Maybe I'm thinking of Battletoads. But no, like, I'm talking about a water level where you're actually, like, going into the water. Jeez, you gotta be kidding. And this is where it ends. You gotta be kidding. If I die on 3, I'm retiring. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think brain in a jar. Ugh. I still can't believe they didn't bring back Mr. X for Streets of Rage 4. And also, like, how badly did we beat him in Streets 2? That he's now reduced to just a brain in a jar. I mean, that is a pretty significant beating if there's nothing left of you other than your brain. Do we have like you're not allowed to hit in the face rule or something? How did his brain survive? Yeah, take the brain out of the water, drop it in the sewer, and now you have Krang from the Ninja Turtles. How's it going, Chief? How's it going, Blade X TV? Yeah, no one kidnaps Adam. Yeah, playable Shiva and Adam in Streets 2 would have been really cool. It would have been cool if, like, you beat the game and then it's like, hey, you know, it gives you, like, that code to unlock Adam. That would have been really cool. Yeah, add a jar into toxic goop, and now we have a super brain from the Ninja Turtles. Into acid, and now you've got the Joker brain. Like from Batman. Doesn't Joker get dumped into acid and then he gets turned into the Joker? Is that what you want? You want a Joker brain? All we're doing is making it worse. Now comes the question of, can I get through 4 again? Yeah, they did have they already had, like, yeah. I think they were planning on having Shiva playable in, like, battle mode or something like that. But yeah, it would have been really cool to at least have Shiva in there. I mean, if this game was made today, they would have, like, you know, DLC and stuff like that for it. Who's Mr. Semantics? Am I Mr. Semantics? Technically. Yeah. I'm the technically guy. Yeah, I'm the Streets of Rage X is a DLC of this game. Yeah, I mean, New Era, Streets of Rage 2 New Era is probably the closest thing we're ever going to get to a DLC. How many people have actually seen First Night? That's what I want to know. The greatest movie ever made. That's the only reason why I get through stage 4. That's the only reason why. I think of Richard Gere, and I get through stage 4 because of First Night. I've seen it, but it has been ages. Yeah. It really needs to be one of those movies with Cloud where you're watching it like at least every 6 months, just to refresh yourself. Yeah, it's not even a real movie. How funny would that be? I tried looking it up, but it doesn't exist. It exists. Oh, thank you for not hitting me? It exists right here. You're gonna watch First Night. And all I have to do in this trade, the only thing I have to do in this trade is watch 500 episodes of One Piece. How many episodes of One Piece do you have to watch to like the show? You know, like sometimes like the first season or the first 30 episodes are a little rough. Like they're good, but it's just you just have to expect it to be a little rough around the edges. and then it gets really good. It's kind of like Star Trek Next Generation, the first season of it. Everyone kind of talks about the first season of it being, which is like over 20 episodes, and they're like hour-long episodes. But the first season was a little rough. One episode of 500 piece. Yes. The first 9 episodes. Okay, so 9 episodes. If you were not in love with it after 9 episodes. That's all you have to say then, really. You don't have to say 500 episodes. You just gotta say, like, watch 9 episodes. They're like probably 20 minutes each, you know? 9 episodes is like gonna be like 2.5 hours, I would think. How's it going, Gordo? Yeah, 1 bit for every episode you watch. Oh my gosh. Don't let him rope you in, yeah. Have you seen it, Flower? Have you seen One Piece? Yeah. I feel like the show's name is misleading. Calling it One Piece when it's got 1,000 episodes. That's not One Piece. That's a lot of pieces. Am I right? Chico. EB07, thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. What were you playing? Tell us all about it. I'm just doing Blaze no death attempts on Mania for Streets of Rage 2. Oh, hit the guy! How's it going, Chico? What were you playing? Tell us all about it. Did you have a good stream? Was it a bad stream? 1 per episode. Thank you, Soj King. For the bit, yeah. You played Borderlands 1. Oh, nice. Yeah. Was it Final Fantasy 12? And Borderlands 1? Oh. How's it going, Dev Player? Final Fantasy 12? How'd you end up here at a stream? At a Streets of Rage 2 stream? Chilling in Japan. You're in Japan? Oh, nice. You tried playing Streets of Rage 1 on emulator, but the input lag is too severe. Yeah, I know. There is a benefit to playing, because I'm on actual console on a CRT TV, and it's about as smooth as it gets. It's really nice. I feel like I keep missing the background. Stradivarius. I'm mocking people for coming to the stream. You got Kevin over there. Oh. It's not mocking. I'm just, yeah. I'm definitely not trying to mock. You'll know if I'm mocking. I'm not very subtle. If it feels like I'm doing something subtle, I'm not actually doing it. I'm totally innocent. How's it going, Great One? Oh no, okay. You have a Genesis in the 6-pack, yeah. I've also got the 6-pack. It's like, so you got like, what, the Model 2 Genesis, probably? Because I think the 6-pack came with the Model 2 when they were like releasing that, so most people have the 6-pack, ended up buying like a Model 2 Sega Genesis. Yeah, it's the first game I actually owned on Sega Genesis was the 6-pack. You had the 6 beers pack? Yeah. The 6-pack. You got a 6-pack of beers. What's up, Road Magus? I like how I call it 6-pack. Yeah, instead of a 6-pack. What's the difference? How am I supposed to call it? You get your hands on a Japanese Dreamcast? Yeah, things, I feel like consoles and things like that are usually pretty well maintained in Japan, whereas like here in America, anytime I end up buying like a console, like I'll open it up to clean it and do that, and you know, Nintendo 64s. I've opened up a couple of Nintendo 64s that had like dead roaches inside of them, like dead insects. Like one of them had like 6 dead cockroaches and like a cricket. I was like, oh my gosh. I bought it broken and I got it working after I cleaned it. Okay, stage 6. Yes. Yeah, the Model 1. I partly believe that when they made the Model 1 Sega Genesis, they wanted to make it bigger than the Nintendo. Like if they came out with this Model 2 first, it would have looked like Nintendo's console was bigger, that old school Nintendo. And I think that's probably why they made the Model 2 kind of like a little bit bulkier, and then they came out with the Model 2 once they kind of like were like, all right, good enough. Let's bring out the smaller one that's going to be cheaper to make. What happened? Great One, thank you for the 6 bits. And thank you for the 5 bits that I totally missed. Pretty sure I missed that one. You found Todd Rogers in an old Saturn, yeah. Mm-hmm. Chico, I do have a theory about the dragster, the Todd Rogers dragster thing though. Is that I think because sometimes the consoles will have like a glitch on them where the number doesn't pop up. So if you have like a 7, it'll look like a 1. You know, because the mustache on the 7 disappears because of a glitch. So if dragster you can only reach a certain speed, But on Todd Rogers' console, he ended up getting like, you know, the 51 or whatever, the impossible time, because there's actual, like, because what he actually got was like a 58, but there was a glitch. That's really what really they should just make me their lawyer, because I'll come up with all sorts of stuff, you know. You need like a gamer as your lawyer, and you want someone like me who's like speed ran and, you know, does like kind of challenges and stuff like this, where like I know about like glitches and weird stuff that happens on consoles and all sorts of stuff. Anyway, because, you know, if you get like a normal lawyer, they don't even know what they're talking about. Yeah, I'm not saying that's what happened with Todd Rogers. I'm just saying that's like a plausible theory on like if it's impossible to get a 51. But you could technically have a console or your TV, you know, or your cartridge. Something could have a flaw in it, and instead of there being like an 8 or a 7 popping up or a 9 popping up, you're going to see a 1 because it's just not having the extra hangoff. And that's totally plausible, and we've all seen weird stuff like that in gaming before. It's not something that you don't see in gaming, so it's not necessarily what happened. I'm just saying, like, if I was his lawyer, or if I was, like, advocating for him, I could definitely come up with a defense for him. A photo, you believe, yeah. Well, you could even have a photo of the TV, right? But if the TV has a glitch in it, because TVs, the old CRTs even had glitches in them as well, where you could have like weird colorations, you can have like rainbow banding, you could have, yeah, just weird stuff could happen with the old CRTs as well. So even on that, you could take a picture, and it could show up as like, oh, that's a 51, even though it's a 58 or 59. I think what you're describing is the need for an expert, yes. Physics and depression? Wasn't he caught cheating a bunch of other games too, though? Yeah, I don't have an explanation for all of them at the moment, but I'm sure we could come up with one. If we put our heads together, we can just reason anything away. Yeah, lawyers aren't qualified. Yeah, the glitch tech, but yeah, you would just have somebody come up to the stand who's an expert in that particular field, and then they would basically give their testimony. Yeah. That would be the funniest thing in the world if you actually were in court under oath and the judge is asking you what your expertise is, you know? And then, like, you know, you're just rattling off what your expertise is, you know? First person to no death, Streets of Rage 2 on Mania. Oh, wow. Oh, the audience. Oh, oh my gosh. Oh, you know, Twitch and YouTube partner. Oh wow! Oh my gosh, it's so impressive. I've been gaming at a top level for over 10 years. Oh my gosh. Guinness World Record. Oh jeez. It'd be so funny. Maybe one day I'll get to testify. Did they do that with Billy Mitchell? Yeah, there's like a... I guess the issue with Billy Mitchell is that there's there's something that happens when he's playing that only happens while the screen is loading on emulator. Or that's what they claim, that it only happens while the screen's loading on emulator. And Billy Mitchell, I guess, said that he was playing on actual hardware, actual arcade hardware. Right, so they didn't have an explanation for how he had his loading screen look the way that it did. What a punk. We're going to 7. Thank you, Soj King, for the 99 bits. Yes, we go 7. Do not give me trouble, big guys. Thank you, Chico. Is Chico one of the Marx brothers? Have a good lurk. Ugh. Terrible job. Okay, lady. Okay. Hmm. Terrible. Hmm. Hey, hey, hey. Oh yeah, it'd be nice if the game didn't eat inputs, but it does eat inputs every once in a while. Yeah. So, yeah, you're also battling with that. Yeah, jets didn't cooperate. It's really, really tough to get a jet fight where they just cooperate the whole time. It's almost impossible. You're gonna have them doing something stupid at some point. But yeah, when you get into that situation where they're just kind of dive kicking at you, you really have to guess when they're gonna dive kick. And then you gotta be facing the right way as well, because the wall's there, and they'll get stuck on the wall. And you'll kick and hit absolutely nothing. Yeah, my PB's actually getting all the way to Mr. X. Mr. X was my first death on my PB. So, if I did a little bit better on Mr. X, I would have had it. How's it going, Tolman? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Robot Y. At least we don't have to fight Robot Y though. You know, that's the good thing about it. There's only like 7 robots in this game that you have to fight. That's it. Yeah, the robots in Streets 3 are like so annoying. I mean, it's crazy how annoying they are. Yeah, Streets 3 did a good job of like taking some of the like annoying stuff in 2 and just ramping it up to an 11. Yep. Yeah, I got 2 1 deaths in this game. One of them is a 1 death on 7, and then I kept going and no death 8. So 7 was the only death that I took, and the other one was where the only death I took was to Mr. X. So I've basically gotten through every single thing in this game that you can possibly do without actually getting a no death. It's the only thing left to do is to get the no death. Mm-hmm. Good. Oh my gosh. You're working a double night in the snow? Eee. Oh. I love hearing stuff like that, because then I'm like, I'm never gonna complain ever again. You know? 'Cause I remember working in the snow. It's difficult. You work for the railroad. You inspect the trains, yeah. Yeah. Always safe. Oh man. Wild. Yep. I make sure the streets are safe. That's what I do. I make sure I clean the streets up of thugs and criminals. Oh, I deserve that. Yeah. Yeah, I've seen Natty doing some OG plays. And Smeg did a co-op recently, really. Yeah, yeah, between me, between me and Tolman, keeping the streets and the trains safe. That's what we do. Oh man. Oh, thank you for the 2 bits. Great one. I appreciate it. Oh, jeez. Maybe one day when you've got like robots and you gotta be, you know, and you can control the robot with the Sega Genesis 6-button controller, then I'll actually be going out remotely, of course, from the safety of my home in complete and utter comfort, and I'll have my robot go out and clean up the streets. Because you can't just have the robots doing this stuff, you know, by themselves. You gotta have like a human actually taking care of business. Yeah. Yeah, I'm the real hero here. Ridiculous. BSAA Gaming, how goes? Yeah, this is Streets 2. I'm doing a Blaze Mania, no death attempts. Yeah. There's only 2 people so far that have no death in the game with any character. I'm one of them, other than there's another player named King Iopa, and he actually has a no death with Axel, and his other no death is with Blaze, so yeah, if I pull the Blaze off, she'll be my 3rd character. I'll be the 2nd person to do it, because I've done it with Axel and Max. And then we'll have to look and see what Skate can do, because it's going to be impossible at Skate, but I'm going to give it the old try. Yeah. The game is ridiculously good. It's actually, I think, better now than it was when it first came out, simply because of how crazy the AI is. Like, I can't get over how crazy the AI in this game is. They still haven't made in any game AI that is this intelligent. Eh? How's it going to tick rules? Yeah, you use the rewind feature? Yeah. Yeah, there's no rewind feature. There's no saves when you're on original hardware. It doesn't have any of that stuff. I do have an EverDrive, which is like a cartridge for the Sega Genesis that you can load like basically every game on. And it does have save states, so I practice on that thing, but right now I'm actually on like actual original cartridge. Not like it matters. There's EverDrive's the exact same thing. It just they have remastered the game. Yeah. So one of the community members named G-Saurus, really one of the OG community members. The guy I learned how to play the game from. He actually rewrote the code for Streets of Rage 2, put it on the PC. He rewrote it in like the Unity engine. So there's a game called Streets of Rage 2 New Era, if like you want to look it up. And you can actually play like a modern version of Streets of Rage 2. It's like the exact same game, but he added like extra difficulties, a couple extra game modes, and it just plays like smoother, better. He took out a lot of the glitches because this game has some like kind of crazy glitches. Yeah, I think it's on my about page. Yeah. So a lot of players have switched over to that. Oh, jeez. I don't know if I thank you for the 3 bits. Great one. I feel like I'm missing everything. Sorry. Oh, there it is. That's why. There's like a delay in when I'm getting the notifications. I'm doing a terrible job. Okay. Shooters 2 on a Tera drive before, have I? No, what's a Tera drive? How's it going, Racknut? Is that like some like Matrix thing I'm supposed to know? There we go, guys. Jeez. A friend of yours was telling you about it. It's a personal computer with an integrated mega drive. Oh. Is that like an old school thing or is it newer? But yeah, there's like a couple weird consoles out there. Yeah, a computer with a Genesis built into it. Yeah, I've never played on it. I'm sure they're like super expensive. But yeah, there's all sorts of like weird like consoles that are just like kind of like one-offs style things, and then there's cartridges too, like the Toys R Us like N64 cartridges. that weren't like the full game, they were just like demos of the game. Some of those are like floating around. Really, the Genesis games play slightly better on this thing. Wow. Gives people an advantage. I'll have to get one of these days. Well, I deserve that hit. Yeah, there is some internal issues that this game has. It's kind of crazy because, like, New Era just runs, like, so smooth. It's like, how did he do it? Not only did he rewrite the code, but he fixed it so it's not jank anymore. Bye-bye, lady. Yeah, the Sega Genesis with its blast processing really could handle a lot of stuff. A cool game to redo would be Gunstar Heroes, because that one has tons of slowdown. It also has this weird thing where, like, if you're playing, where's my sword? If you're playing co-op, it'll kind of, like, every other frame your, like, attacks. So you're not really doing, like, double the damage just because you got, like, a partner with you. But yeah, it'd be cool actually seeing a game like Gunstar Heroes play, like, super smooth. This could be a bad idea. Game code optimization is insanely tough, yeah. Oh. Let's see how we do here on 4. I don't know who I hit with it. No, I got the Galzia. Yeah. Me versus the Abbott D dog. Thanks for the 4 bits, great one. Sure. Get in on it. Oh, thank you for getting in on it. Hold on a second. BSAA Gaming. Thank you for getting in on it. I appreciate the follow. Yeah, we've only been at this for 108 days now, so yeah. Well, what? Good. Just gotta maintain my health so I can go full for elevator. Great. Yeah, I think Kotaku did an interview on me after I got the no death. Yeah, I think after I got the no death with Max, they ended up doing an interview on me. I don't think they exist anymore though, Kotaku. Yeah, he didn't get that. He didn't get my chess reference. Yeah, most people don't. Yeah, you kind of need like either a background in beat 'em ups or fighting games where everything's about spacing and grouping and all this other stuff. And like when you have advantage, when they have advantage, you know. Used to always hit on accident the special button. Yeah, yeah. Oh, you talking about Streets of Rage 1? In Streets of Rage, yeah. The problem with, like, if I'm playing a lot of Streets 2, because you can use the special button pretty much whenever you want to in Streets 2 to get out of trouble. So I'll play a lot of Streets 2, go back to Streets 1 instantly. The first guy that hits me, some like little Galzia, and I hit the special button below my cop car. Yeah, it's pretty terrible. I kept doing it when I was playing Marvel Cosmic Invasion yesterday. I was like using my like super special, just like by accident. I kept like hitting it. Just trying to. Hadn't played on a arcade stick in a long time. Yeah. I probably could have grabbed, but that's okay. The Heckavator? Yeah, physics and impression. Yeah, that's what we call it. The stage 4 elevator's the Heckavator. Oh, great one. Thank you for the 5 bits. in honor of reaching stage 5. You talking about LNS, Din? Hey, G-Source, how's it going? Oh, man. We were just talking about you, G-Source. We were talking about you in New Era. I thought LNS was fun. Just don't pick Ryu if you can spam with Ryu, pick a different character. Unless they're all like that, where you just all you do is just spam with them. Yeah, I mean, it is just crazy though that Capcom hasn't like thrown out another Final Fight beat 'em up. I think it's just nuts. Now, I mean, really after Streets 4 came out was like a perfect time to start doing something like that. Yeah, well, you don't want to have a balanced Final Fight game, you know? You gotta stick to the tradition. Yeah, if you really want to stick to the tradition, then you don't have Guy playable, you know? Make an entirely different version just for Guy. No co-op, only 3 enemies on screen at once. It's kind of like, I mean, I don't know, I guess Nintendo and Capcom must have had like a partnership. But you'd think like the Final Fight team would have been like, let's put this game on the Sega. TJ from Pa, thank you for the raid. What were you doing? Were you playing some Streets, TJ? Yeah, I'm just doing some Blaze, No Death Mania attempts. I think this is my 3rd attempt today. Of the game is Final Fight. Oh yeah, the name of it too. Yeah, I understand what you're saying. Just choke twice doing actual attempts. Yeah. Welcome to the no death attempts, TJ. Yeah. That's what it's all about. It really is like, you know, the plus side is that you're good enough to have the, you know, opportunity to choke. Most people never get good enough to have an opportunity to choke, you know. But choking does happen. One run got to Mr. X and he choked on X, yeah. That hurts. But yeah, it's like, it's so, it really is just like, Very, very few people have ever had the opportunity to get all the way, no death, even to Mr. X. So that Mr. X can spank him, because Mr. X is not an easy fight. Yeah, Soren died. Yeah, Soren died to the samurais. Yeah, it's yeah, yeah. This game is brutal. It really is brutal, and it's like, yeah, you do end up taking things kind of for granted. Like, oh, the samurai, you know, got through the ninjas, no big deal, just the samurais. Yeah. No, they, you know, they'll get you. Palm blast to the face, yeah. Yep, it does so much damage. Flashpoint Genesis. I actually liked it. I liked Cosmic Invasion. I thought it was good. I really liked Captain America. I was like surprised how much I liked Captain America. Just the fact that like his shield could deflect stuff like right back at guys. I found that a lot of fun. I liked She-Hulk. I thought she was really cool. Silver Surfer. I loved his kind of like, he's got that like, you know, power move where he just shoots like the laser beam and then it does like dot damage on the guys. You're doing the punch bounce on the 7 elevator jets. Yeah. If you can, you know, if you can manage it, it's good. I don't know if I was ever really doing it though, because I feel like the input loss, just having the like 4 guys underneath scrambling around can cause you to lose inputs and make the game kind of lag a little bit in weird spots too, when those guys start shifting. Well, sometimes like you'll lose an input, and then other times like the game will just be lagging, so you have to just time your inputs to the actual game, like the speed that the game is now playing at. And I just didn't like doing it like real time. Yeah, Axel's punch spam in this game is like legendary. It's just so good. You could probably name the people that Axel can't punch spam. It's easier doing that than trying to like think of the people that Axel like. All the guys Axel can punch spam like successfully in this game. It's just like basically everybody. Bear? He can't punch spam Bear? Mr. X? Let's go Vitriol. Yeah, so I'm on console. King Iopa's on console. I don't remember if Turbo's on console. But yeah, there's like there's probably more emulator players though, because it's just the Sega Genesis is kind of a tough console to play on. It's, you know, it's a lot harder to play if you're actually playing on original stuff. To like play and to capture it and all that stuff is a little bit more involved. So other than if you're from like Europe, you know, the consoles over there don't work because they're at 50 hertz instead of 60 hertz. So you have to end up getting like a Japanese or an American console. Really? Oh, you try? Yeah, you try to punch spamming Jet with Blaze. You may be able to one punch or two punch with Blaze on a Jet, but the moment you start hitting with those elbows, he's gonna take you to the sky. You're not gonna be able to refresh it fast enough. But I don't even know if you could two punch Jet with Blaze without him grabbing you. You might be able to. Yeah, just do a little two punch. That might work. I don't know. Single punch, yeah, because they're just, yeah, they don't really have... Axel's got the fastest punch in the game. I mean, you could punch with Axel almost as fast as you can tap. This guy's being a punk. Okay, they're both being punks. No, dude. Whew, hello, he's... Oh, it's me. It's me, Caddy. Yeah, I'll see if it fixes itself. Yeah, it's definitely on my end, everybody, sorry. Come on. Oh, hit the guy! Oh. Let me see if it corrects itself. Come on. Alright, gotta keep going. Hmm. I think we're good. Alright, I think we're okay now. Maybe not. Well, either way, we're gonna keep going. But yeah, Eluhis, thank you for the resub. Thanks for the 4 months. I appreciate it. Sorry if my internet's giving us trouble. Alright, let's do a good job on the boss. Alright, we're going to 7. Sorry, everybody. Sorry if the stream's not behaving. Hmm. Yeah, the Donovan didn't get in on it. I want that Donovan to get in on that initial blitz attack. He just like decided to like kind of loop around. Anyway. Yeah, your strand was behind. Sorry about that. Yeah. Yeah, it was a good attempt. Good attempt. I did throw the sword this time, so. Yeah, it was a good run. I just couldn't get that Donovan to get in on the blitz attack, and then. Yeah, just didn't make a good move there, that's all. Alright, well. Well, I am supposed to get a new router tomorrow, so hopefully that'll solve some of the internet issues. We'll see. Or it'll make it worse. You never know. Alright, let's see who's raging. But yeah, thanks everybody. It was a good attempt. I'm happy with the attempt. We just need more runs going to 7. So if we can get all the runs going to 7, we'll have more chances, and then eventually I'll get through that Jack section. Thanks for the stream. Let's see who's raging.
Get in on it.
No one. No one's playing Streets of Rage right now. Let's see if anyone's playing Cosmic Invasion. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna raid somebody, hold on. I got somebody who's playing Marvel Cosmic Invasion. Looks like I got like a 3-player game going on. Alright, everybody. I'll see y'all tomorrow, hopefully. How's it going, Rico? Everybody jump. Everybody jump. Big jumps. Big jumps.